the founder and creator, and the chief designer for the Field of Stars. I am tremendously grateful for the opportunity to seek the support of SeedSpot because I think the project is at a very exciting point, and I think the need for it in our country, certainly in the city, has become more urgent. My background is in community development, leadership development, capacity building, nonprofit administration. I have always been a technical communicator, an artist, a graphic designer, and I even had a stint as a legislative professional. As I said, I'm in El Paso, Texas, and the project has begun in El Paso, Texas as the Field of Stars / Campo de Estrellas, using the Spanish. The Field of Stars is so compelling right now and so needed because there's this thirst that we have, that our children learn about what our grandparents and other generations have achieved. Because there is no place in our grade school system, in the curricula, high school or until you get into college, where you can learn about the different achievements that you see here in El Paso. Achievements that came through sacrifice and determination and through tremendous challenge. And kids right now, children in grade school, in junior school, the middle schools, high school, face tremendous anxiety, and they experience tremendous anxiety. We're coming out of a pandemic, and gun violence just continues to be an unsettling, almost daily occurrence. Those have had impact on behavioral health. And as someone who has studied behavioral health and who operates a modest nonprofit that attempts to ameliorate our community's behavioral health, especially in marginalized areas, we look to the power of inspiration, because we think that's, for us, that's the greatest leverage point, is to tell stories of our grandfathers and grandmothers and elected leaders and community leaders who have struggled to overcome, who have struggled to create a better world, who have always maintained pride in their cultural identity. And this has strengthened them, and it has strengthened our community. And we believe that this sense of belonging, of affirmation, and inspiration can be positive pathways for young people to be exposed to and to emulate, and also to create in the brain just a burst of neurotransmitters that bring a sense of tranquility, that build trust in the community and in our society, and that encourage children and motivate them to seek a positive future. We think those are tremendously important right now, because the sources of positive imagery and messaging for young people of color are limited, and yet their communities are filled with role models. So we want to continue with the support to continue to develop, to refine the Field of Stars in El Paso, but also to create a toolkit and a pathway so that other communities can also learn about the Field of Stars and work with us to create future Fields of Stars. You know, in dozens, in my wildest dream, in 100 communities, so that everywhere you see inspiration, so that all of these inspiring stories are collected and available in the Field of Stars website for research, and that evolve into a database, a tremendous database of champions of fairness that can be studied and emulated, and we can create conferences out of that and continue to discover stories, because there are hundreds of stories buried and almost lost, and some almost on the verge of total erasure. Because if you do not capture history, if you do not document what you're doing as you're doing it, we will be losing that resource. And that resource is pure inspiration. That resource is a true experience of lived struggles. People of color everywhere can benefit from this activity, this project, this initiative that works on so many levels and engages so many different groups. And it builds a tremendous social cohesion that we think is greatly needed and can be of great service to our country. Thank you.